Welcome to Clean Fair Magic. Today we are going into a budget vampire tribal. Every bloodline needs a leader, and Edgar Markov isn't just in charge, he is the mastermind behind a vampire invasion. This isn't also just a deck. This is a court of schemers, assassins, and aristocrats ready to feast on the table. This deck has a budget of 50, not including Edgar Markov himself. We are hoping that with the Innistrad Remastered set, the price will come down, and we can all enjoy Vampire Tribal like this one. The commander of our deck, of course, is Edgar Markov, but let's read him. He has Eminence. Whenever you cast another vampire spell, if Edgar Markov is in the command zone or on the battlefield, create a 1/1 black vampire creature token. He has First Strike and Haste, and whenever Edgar Markov attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each vampire you control. The strategy for this Edgar Markov deck is to quickly build a strong board presence and make sure your vampires are as powerful as possible. Start by casting vampires and using Edgar's Eminence ability to create token vampires with each new creature. This allows you to build a wide and threatening army, overwhelming your opponents with sheer numbers and power. Once we start growing our army, we want to buff the vampires with Anthem effects and Edgar's ability to increase their strength, making them even more dangerous. This deck's strength lies in its relentless pressure and the ability to outscale opponents. The combination of fast token generation, powerful buffs, and aggressive combat strategies, it ensures that your vampires dominate the battlefield and deal massive damage before opponents can stabilize. This deck is packed with vampires that do more than just suck. They make an impact. The creatures in this deck are chosen to maximize Edgar Markov's power, creating a combination of aggressive attackers, token generators, and synergistic pieces that support the overall game plan. You'll find creatures that can generate even more vampires when they enter the battlefield or attack, ensuring your army grows rapidly. There are those that help strengthen the rest of your team with Anthem effects, making every attack more dangerous. Some creatures also help with drawing cards, keeping your hand full and your strategies flowing. This deck also includes vampires that can drain opponents' life with each attack or when they enter the battlefield. This added drain effect helps chip away at your opponent's resources while you build a dominating position. The mix of aggressive creatures, ones with value triggers, and ones that strengthen the entire swarm ensures that no attack goes unpunished. The enchantments in this deck are all about making your vampire army even scarier and harder to deal with. Anthem effects are essential. They pump up the power and toughness of the creatures, turning a court of vampires into a real threat that can deal massive damage and survive opposing attacks. This keeps the pressure on your opponents and ensures you're always up to bat. The artifacts in this deck are key for accelerating the strategy and maintaining consistency. The main focus is on mana ramp to help you cast Edgar Markov and your powerful vampires quickly, ensuring that you can stay ahead in the game. The instants and the sorceries in this deck are all about keeping your opponents on their toes and protecting your board. Whether it's responding to an opponent's play or making sure your strategy stays intact, these spells give you the flexibility you need to stay in control. The Planeswalker in this deck is going to be Sorin, Lord of Innistrad, and he is a powerful addition that enhances the strategy in key ways. He creates vampire tokens, an emblem that can boost the power of all of our vampires, and target removal that works with theft. It's to make sure that our board presence stays strong and helps Edgar as much as possible. The lands in this deck are chosen to ensure consistent mana flow and support our overall strategy. We have a mix of dual lands, basic lands, and utility options. You'll have the right colors to cast Edgar Markov and your vampires without trouble. The mana base is built to keep your resources steady, so you can deploy your powerful vampires and activate your spells with ease. This well-rounded selection allows you to maintain pressure and execute your strategy smoothly throughout the game. And that's a wrap on our $50 budget Edgar Markov deck. Your opponents will feel the bite with this deck and have them running for cover. If you enjoyed this tech check and want more budget-friendly ways to sink your teeth into the game, be sure to like and subscribe to join the fairest community of them all. And hit that notification bell. Got any favorite vampire tricks or thoughts on the deck? Leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear your sinister strategies. Until next time, keep your fangs sharp and your spirits high.